Welcome back to Kevin Savage TV. My name is Kevin Savage, and today we are going to depart away from the music tutorials, and we're going to actually look at something that I've been spending a little bit of time trying to learn and understand, and that is sample pack art design. We'll probably do a number of videos. I'll be doing some videos on sample pack design as well too, but today we're going to look at sample pack artwork. Kind of talk about some of the theory behind it and kind of my thoughts regarding sample pack art, look at some artists, some other companies and what they're doing, and show you kind of what my company Offbeat is doing. Check the description box below. There's some free sample pack boxes, mock-ups available. So dive down there and take a look. It might help you in your future sample pack art design. So let's go ahead and hop into Photoshop and let's take a look. All right, so we are right now in Photoshop. Right now I took a series of screenshots of some examples of different ways that people are designing sample pack art. The goal, in my opinion, for sample pack art is to be unique, be memorable. I think it's important when you're designing these sample pack artwork that you are thinking about the future and kind of where you want to go. So there's some sort of consistency. You don't want one piece of sample pack just to be a picture and the other one to be a 3D mock-up, unless there's some very distinct difference. So I think that's really important to think about before you dive in and go for what you're going to do for your sample pack art, because I feel like once you choose a style of sample pack art, you're probably going to want to stick with it. Otherwise, it may just be a little weird when you look at your Shopify store and you've got like a bunch of different types. Sample pack, in my opinion, sample pack artwork should also reflect the idea of a sample pack. In my mind, a sample pack, it's software, it's technology. It could come in a box if you wanted to. When you think about Native Instruments and some of those companies, they sell them in boxes. Or, if you look at Cymatics, they've got USBs. So in my opinion, this could vary the type of medium that you're putting your album artwork onto. I think it's important to kind of think about that before you go in. I wouldn't, for example, put my sample pack artwork on like a Starbucks looking coffee cup and have that be on my website. I mean, maybe you do, maybe that's just your goofy take. If you're slushy, it might make sense if you're releasing sample packs to stick your stuff on a like a slushy cup, like 3D mock-up. But I'm part of Offbeat, we're not slushy, so it wouldn't make much sense. Or I don't know, like toothpaste tube. Like, it just wouldn't make sense. If you could find those 3D mock-ups, it just wouldn't make sense for the context of what you're selling, right? Unless you're trying to be super weird and out there and that's just your style. So I like what Cymatics does. I've always been a fan of Cymatics. You can see the evolution. This is their older style, very glossy. They've kind of got these almost like video game boxes, and then they move into some of their newer stuff, which is, in some cases they've got these like looks like it's like a latch box, something that's very, very special, or very, this is for a lo-fi sample pack, so maybe it's a little more retro. They've got blue on white. This is the kind of their signature 3D abstract symbol. In some cases, you can see their older stuff, they did a 3D shark, and then they kind of, as they grew and technology got better, because they've been doing this for about 3 or 4 years. Now they're gems. They have another number of these, and then they've got Pharaoh, which uniquely enough, their folders inside that sample pack are gold. So I think kind of coming up with a very unique, clear style is important. This is something that I think a lot of it's part of like art, like marketing and branding, but like a lot of artists might not be thinking about. And so I just want to kind of put this in your mind before we dive in on the tools. So this is Cymatics. Everyone knows them. If you don't know them, you've been living under a rock. Next is a company that I constantly see pop up on my Facebook, Prodigy.fm. I've noticed they tend to copy Cymatics significantly, with like kind of some of their language on their art, but you know, they do take it to a more unique place. They're using cell phone boxes, which is, it's technology, it's a box. I think that's unique. I think that's an interesting decision. I have my own critiques. I think that their prices are absurd for what you're getting, but that's just me. And it's definitely different. I will say I have noticed some of the comments in their Facebook ads are like, "Oh, is that the new iPhone Lunar?" And so I don't know if it's a joke or if people are actually confused because they're using some actual Apple stuff here. I would be careful. If you're in the I would just be careful because you could get a copyright hit. This is fine. This is fine. This is clever. 808 with an 8-ball. I like this secret sample pack. You don't have anything on there, but just be careful. But yeah, this company is called Prodigyfm. And this is kind of where they're going. They've got some color changes. So yeah, definitely different, but makes sense. Now, Kruth on YouTube, I like his style. I wouldn't be able to use it because I feel like it's too unique, and you're not really seeing a lot of people using it. So I would avoid doing it, but maybe a new style of sample pack art is similar to the way that he does it. So he's part of Threat Collective. And as you can see here, this is some of his sample pack art. I think this is really clever. These are like USB sticks. The art is on point, 100%. Very good color schemes. I like the idea of using an SD chip, especially there's continuity there considering these are all bigger USB thumbsticks, and then this would be kind of like considered like a smaller one, but it's like an SD card. So it's kind of still in the same vein. I also think this is clever. It's almost like a weed baggie that he's got his USB things under, and you can find, I'm not going to go into it here, but you can find people who sell the plastic mock-ups, so you can basically stick your art in there and it layers in a way that it looks like your art is actually inside a plastic bundle. I found an SD card templates of it online. I didn't really find any of the thumbstick, but you could honestly make this. This doesn't really have a ton of 3D elements to it. This is just a rectangular with like some shadows right here, and this not super hard, not super complex. There's no like 3-dimensional element to it, so I wouldn't, this is a little bit easier, but this definitely would require a bit of work, but you can find some free templates here. So those are some examples of different kind of ways people have packaged and marketed their sample pack art. Now, here is one that I found. I found this online. It's a memory card mockup by eason. Yeah, anyway, this is what they use. Now, what we've been using is kind of taking along the Cymatics line. I've been a fan of their work, and I think that their art fits, and we're playing around with some of that style with some of our art. But you can see like this is a very basic sample pack box. This is both this and the thin box are both going to be available in the description box below, so you can kind of take it. I like this box because you can, these are all smart elements, so you can open them up and actually put in whatever you want here. That's, it could be hard doing 3D work when you're used to music, so super easy. What's cool is anything you do here, as long as you save it, file save, it will reflect on this, and there's also one for the spine. There's a bunch of 3D work done on this. If you look here, there's a bunch of shadows and stuff like that. Also be careful about shifting these edges if you want to like tighten it. That's why I'm giving you a thin box and a thick box. This will allow you to be able to kind of have a couple of different sizes. This is also all on a background, so you can remove the background here, and now it's 3D. Watch out, there are some shadows here, so you may have to do some photoshopping around it. But that is the big box, and then we have the thin box. This was our VIP exclusive drum kit. If you join our community group, you'll get this pack for free. what this is just a border, you know, a little lined border on each side. And then what I've used is you could use like Envato Elements or like Adobe Stock to search for free, well, you pay for it, but 3D mockups. And so what you can do, what's cool with this Photoshop is, you know, you have your blank box, and then you have your, let me get out of here. You have your blank box, and then you open up, and what you could do is you could find like a cool 3-dimensional image if you want to kind of give it some character and whatnot, and drag it and basically drop it here inside the package, and then you can adjust the size and kind of move it around to kind of angle it the way that you want it. And that's what we use when it comes to our sample pack art. At least right now, we've got a couple of things coming out that will, you know, be different variations, different pieces of art. Think about color scheme, think about continuity, think about like stuff that reflects the stuff that you're selling. You know, my mindset was VIP, trophy. We got this cool little trophy. You know, we've got an animal noise sample pack from one of my old videos that'll be coming out soon. There's a horseshoe, right? Like, boom. I'm working on a lo-fi pack. That lo-fi, it's got like a tape, right? Like really trying to like link things back together to what is the type of pack? What's the name of the pack? What can you use as kind of that visual image? For the Peekaboo base rack, I took a screenshot of the base rack and stuck that on the box. Things like that can really help you kind of make really standout art, because people aren't going to want to buy something that looks like trash. Now you can also dive in and look at like ADSR, other people, you know, or Splice. A lot of people just stick with pictures for album art. I'm a big fan of the boxes or some of these like other types of art. So, this free box, is going to be available. Make sure to check down below. I hope that you learned a few things from this, and I hope that this will help you in the future when it comes to making sample pack art. Let me know what you think, and if you have other ideas or you know, what you think would be cool for like the packaging for sample pack art. I'll probably do some more videos on sample pack and like marketing and stuff like that too, along with the YouTube videos, because, you know, as producers, we do all sorts of different things. So, you know, having producers talking to other producers about how they've managed different things when it comes to non-music related things for their you know, music business is important. So I hope this video made sense. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, like, comment, subscribe, and you know, we're trying to release a video every week. So we'll see you later. Peace.